Hi all, um, welcome to this walkabout ceremony. I am Rose and I just wanted to film this because it is Reconciliation Week this week and I would like to honour the native and original people of this land, and so I would like to encourage all of you to connect to land with your feet. This is a very powerful tool to use, and you will find a lot of spirit and wisdom in such a connection. I've been doing this for about a year and a half, and I have more intuitive understanding of the earth and myself, and it really helps to be physically and magnetically charged from the earth this way, because she speaks not in the same instance, but she will speak through your spirit and connects with you stronger, so you will have a very strong understanding of your purpose. So yeah, this is my backyard. I take this walk as a personal journey inwardly, and I really value the sacredness of this land. It's very important to connect to the spirits around, because they are guiding us and they have so much culture, so much more understanding of land than we do. And if you live in a city like I do, then you'll understand that there is a lot of manipulation in terms of energy, and this is a very good way to connect back to the ultimate source of the divine, and she's very giving and unconditional. I find that when connecting to land, you would or I do become more aware, more empowered. I know that there are definitely ancestral spirits guiding me, very strong ones at that, because I have experienced many metaphysical abilities, which I believe everyone has, but for some reason or another it's been held back from humanity, and obviously there are power structures in place which do not want people to be empowered this way, so that would be one very key factor in this. And they do use the power of nature and invert it for their own purpose. Now down here, I have walked down there, it's very beautiful as well. I actually came across last time when I went down there is a big portal on a rock face cliff, and it has satanic symbolism on it, which I'm sure that these power hungry people perform rituals in. And you know, I just try to manipulate the natural resources, natural energies of the earth for their own use. Well, the fact is that their intentions are not aligned with the earth at this time, and she is evolving, and she is at a very high frequency. So I do prayer, I do ask for guidance from the trees who do communicate, especially the very older ones, spirit guides, ancestors of the land, my own ancestors, all equally as important to connect to your own heritage and of the land. Especially if you are born on this land, you have a responsibility. The natives understood this. Where you were born, you are tied to, and it's very sacred, very, very sacred. This is why a lot of the people that are suffering on this land for their land rights stay even in the most horrific conditions, because they know the kinship and connection to their birthplace, and it is very important. So yeah, having said that, the natives, the original people of Australia, as well as Native American Hopi and Apache and other Central American natives use ritual and ceremony practices to connect to the land, which helps the cycles, the natural cycles, perform at their peak. And they also understand the sentience of all the cycles, including the earth. I hear something in there. Oh, yes, okay. It's my phone. I'll just continue because I know who that is. So, having said that, their understanding needs to come back, because the only way the earth will survive and attune to this higher frequency with her children, us humans, is when we honor her sentience and honor her spirit and honor that everything on earth has a living life force, and really try to connect to the most highest forms of it, because that is where we can perform magic and have all these abilities for the goodness and highest purpose of ourselves as a species and our earth as a planet. And she's evolving with us, and we need to really honor this major cycle. And so there is a sovereignty movement here in Australia that the natives are actually they are in the works, or they have always been doing in the background. This sovereignty movement is basically the fact that the land here had never ever been taken, had never ever been taken's the wrong word. The land here had never ever been handed or agreed or treatized, or whatever you want to call it, contractually challenge by both parties of the people that came here 240 odd years ago and the people that had been living here for millennia, and they are known to be the oldest civilization on Earth. So this is a major thing when we consider that history has been manipulated, and also that their culture has a wealth of knowledge, and they hello.
Just seeing if you had a Great Dane behind you or not.
No, I don't. I'm by myself. Hello, little buddy. I'm just doing a film on Reconciliation Week, so.
Okay, good on you. Drop, mate, you're tangled up.
Nice to see
Have a
you.
good night.
You too. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Look, it's really important that we just focus on this potential for humanity. And look, those power beings that I was talking about, if you don't know, they are the reptilian draconian races, and this is really about understanding our star heritage, which the natives know actually. Yeah, the natives know about our actual Earth history, which has been covered, and this is a good time to let go of the fears about who we really are, who we can be, who we have the potential to be, when we drop all that limiting belief systems. And I just feel like, you know, especially with this year, there is a big planetary alignment. If you don't know about it, it is on the 21st of December 2020, and it is a very major one that the ancients, the natives, have been waiting for and prophesied for a very long time. It's a completion of a very ancient cycle, which will then start at a 0 point at the age of Aquarius, and that is what many of us have come here to help with completing on Earth. And everybody is doing their part. No part is too small in this. And I would like to say that in actuality, your community at home is the most powerful one that you can have. And your community, your family, your friends, the ones that help you, that bring out your shadow, that bring out your light, they're the ones that will be there for you, and look after them. This is the major thing that a lot of these cultures understood. Community is so important. It's so vital. We are built to be in a community, and this separation needs to stop, and we need to unite in our own communities, in our lands, across the seas. We need to unite. And so there is a lot more that I'd like to talk about, but yeah, I just would like really to dedicate this week this video to the original people of Australia. And look, I've been working actively on the sovereignty movement, and in my opinion, in my knowledge, the best way to be working for the sovereignty movement is from within, and understanding these concepts from within, so that you really don't need anybody to dictate what is right and wrong, what to do in any situation, where to run for when you need help. You are in charge of all that. And that's what the sovereignty movement is about. Of course, it is also about the land. Of course, it is also about the people. But we need to also gain back our responsibilities as a species. And you can only do that from within. And there are so many people, so many awakened people who will light the path to you with their tools, so that you can use the same understandings. And everybody has their own wealth of wisdom and knowledge. And I believe if you want to access your own wealth and wisdom of knowledge, then you must look within yourself and drop fear. And look, we live in a beautiful place. Earth is stunning. This is one of my favorite trees that I pray to. Yeah, so with that, I would like to end this walk. I finished the track just up there, but walking barefoot will definitely help you in connecting to the electric field that our Earth Mother produces. And at the moment she is producing a very high frequency, and she has been for a very long time. And if you want to connect to that higher energy and frequency, there is no better way than to connect to her through land. And that is something I would just like to say that the natives would also understand. Thank you for listening, and I hope this inspires you on this week of reconciliation in honor of our land and in honor of the peoples of this land that were always here before us. Namaste.